Holy wow, are you feeling the energy of the flood? I know I am. Floods represent emotion, and I know that you're following Hurricane Harvey right now and you're feeling a lot of emotion. So I want to give you some guidelines and tips around how to navigate this event, as well as make sense of it using the predictions, the prophecies that were given to us by Nostradamus himself in the 16th century. This French Jewish doctor, also Kabbalistic alchemist, not the one who changed metals into gold, but the type of alchemist who changed lower vibrational energies into higher vibrational energies. And I wanted to mention that because that's what we're doing here. We have an opportunity to alchemically transform it into vibration that supports us. Nostradamus did predict many events that have happened, including JFK, the event of 9/11, the Cold War, World War II, and there's prediction that sometime next year in 2018 there's going to be the beginning of World War III, and I hope that is not true, but this is definitely a time we're being flooded with terror. Nostradamus said in the year of 2017, that's now, for 40 years the rainbow will not be seen. For 40 years it will be seen every day. The dry earth will grow more parched, and there will be floods when it is seen. We just had the dry, parched earth and the symbol of that happening on the 21st of August with the solar eclipse. The full solar eclipse went all the way across North America. And so we went to see it. Many people around the world gathered or saw it on the internet. And we saw this symbol of the sun. At the very end of the solar eclipse, the 21st, was the beginning of Hurricane Harvey. There is a direct connection to these two events. We are merging the feminine water, the lunar energy. Water and the moon are both feminine aspects. Fire, the sun, and air are aspects of the masculine. So we are bringing together for the first time in this way the feminine and the masculine, and it is very intense. Again, water represents the feminine, so we collectively are feeling the intensity of water. In Chinese medicine, water is also associated with the element of fear, terror. Terror is the perfect word. It goes beyond fear, but it's that type of energy that depletes the kidneys, also associated with the element of water. So what we need to be doing right now to really support ourselves as earth angels, as people who are here to create heaven on earth and who just want to have beautiful lives and not be living in a constant state of terror, is to understand these three key principles. One is that terrorism is here to breed terror. Terror wants us to be terrified. And we have the free will to overcome terror. We are made of the word terra, earth. And on this earth, we have the free will to claim what the earth wants. Right now, the earth is suffering. She is our divine mother. She is Mother Earth. It takes 5 worlds, 5 earths to sustain the amount of environmental impact. And the footprint is getting bigger and bigger, and the world ain't getting any bigger. The population is growing, the toxicity is growing, the oceans are swelling with garbage. There is a giant island of garbage that is larger than the size of Texas. There are loads of animals getting impacted by the debris in the ocean. The ocean levels are rising. One of my clients, I'm a twin flame matchmaker, so I meet a lot of really interesting people. One of my clients met her beloved. He is a NASA space scientist. So I had the chance to connect with him, and I asked, is all of this environmental fear that's coming up right now in the news, is it really accurate? And he said to me, Amanda, I have the leading research. I have access to information that the mainstream doesn't get. And the news is actually downplaying it. We are in for it, and we basically have enough air, water, land resources to survive comfortably for 2, maybe 3 generations. Like, our grandchildren are going to be really in for it. So this flood experience, if you can channel the emotion of terror into something positive. So meditation or affirmations or gratitude, focusing on the joy in your life, even if there is a lot of freaky stuff happening out there. It doesn't serve you to go into the fight or flight, flooding your adrenals with cortisol and panicking. My friend, if we can turn the terror into love for Terra, our divine Mother Earth, that is the first step. The second piece is to feel your emotions. Now, we as children are not really trained how to feel our emotions on a very advanced level. We've only had access to things like Sigmund Freud and Jung, and these are all very young schools of psychological and spiritual training. We've had institutions like the church teach us to actually suppress our emotions, our sexuality, our intuition. We have had saints like Mary Magdalene, who were deemed as whores because she was a symbol of feminine emotion and birthing and creativity. So it's time for us to reclaim the feminine, and that means integrating practices around worshiping the earth again. The Christian religion was actually based on the foundations of paganism, and Constantine and the rising trend of the New Age Christianity that was coming a few hundred years after Christ saw this trend, and he couldn't fight it anymore. And so he if you can't beat him, join him. He took all of the traditions of early paganism and adapted the modern Bible and the modern holidays to sit upon the pagan traditions. So if you go to Italy and you look down at the bottom of almost every single ancient church, is a cave or a river or a stream or an original nature earth sacred site. So meditating in nature, meditating upon nature, getting connected to nature, removing chemicals from our diet, removing pesticides, hormones, antibiotics, toxins from your food, from your skincare, from your home goods. So you're not actually doing what we've been doing to our pets, killing our pets. It's happening to us as well, but you know, if you research in the New York Times, there's an article about cats have been sitting on carpets that have toxins in them, and they're getting different types of thyroid issues. So many of us humans are also getting these thyroid issues, hormone issues, major imbalances, cancers that weren't here before. And instead of just medicating ourselves with more prescriptions and chemicals, we can eliminate these toxins. So the flood is rising to help us become aware of the water element. Water means purification, it's cleansing. And so if we can nurture ourselves in a feminine way that's positive and healthy, then we won't need to create these disasters. When we feel our emotions and let ourselves be maybe even flooded with emotion at time, allow ourselves to cry, allow ourselves to emote, allow ourselves to tell our loved ones we love them and that we're sad that we haven't been there for them, or we're sad that we've been blaming them or judging them. Express yourself. So that is the third suggestive advice I have for you today, is to take action. Take action. We are at a turning point right now. We're really at an 11th hour. I don't want to freak anybody out because we don't need to go more into terror. I do truly believe that we are capable of rising this heaven on earth and having a massive turnaround and trumping the Trumps out there and turning it around with love and sending them love and allowing their demons to crack off and cave in and to become diamonds. These elite men, these organizations, these Illuminati-based structures, they need love too. And the way we love them is with warrior-like strength, saying no, and also sending them love and understanding that they have been through the ringer as well, trying to, turn to any source they can for love, including their own demons. Take action. Maybe for you, it's to shift your work to focus on your soul purpose. It's to go from worshiping money and having a big house and consuming and making all kinds of environmental disasters worse, to downsizing and moving somewhere where you can live in resonance with the land, where you can really devote your time, energy, and focus on delivering your soul purpose. Maybe you realize with this flood that, our loved ones can be lost, our lives can be lost. We don't have all the time in the world. The future generations await us. We are the ones that we are waiting for. We are the ones who can save us and the next generations. So I know I am getting married in March and I am looking forward to having children. Do I want to raise them in the world where plastics and toys, everywhere, if that's the main focus, that's, giving us joy, but it's going to kill off the next generations? Is that what we really want? Or do we want to focus on family time? Do we want to focus on love, connection, heart space, communication, learning, education, self-empowerment, and standing up to these dark forces that are trying to keep us away from our own power? Feel your emotions on this topic right now. Feel the power in your womb, in your gut, in your heart, in your spirit and soul. Take back your power now. And those of you who do feel that you are called to aligning with a beloved, if you are single and you do want to have the support as you go through this journey. I'm here stranded in Guatemala City because my connecting flight is in Houston, and the flights are totally canceled right now because of the flooding. There are these 17 inches of water, and the water's rising and the dams are busting. This is the time to sit and think what is important, to feel our emotions about what's truly real. There is no tomorrow, there's only today. So take action. And if you do feel guidance to call in a beloved, a partner, to be your superhero companion, not your Robin, not your sidekick, but your equal. And you are ready to rise into being that equal. You're not a second-class citizen as a woman. You are a powerful equal. And as a man, you're not treating your partner as a second-class citizen or trying to make yourself small to make your mother feel big or your feminine partner feel big. We need to step up as equals, Superman, Superwoman. Now is the time to rise. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please subscribe and do comment below what you are feeling right now at this time in regard to Hurricane Harvey or in regard to your own life purpose, your twin flame journey. I send you loads of love from the heart of Central America as we heal this planet, clear out the toxicity, and rise the waves of unconditional, infinite, everlasting love.